So what are my honest first impressions of the ultra hyped Super 73 Z1? Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's coming right up. Hey everyone, my name is Rick Cordero. Welcome to RunPlayBack, where we help you with video and tech tips to lead a more efficient and affordable lifestyle. Let's be creative and save money at the same time. Today we're doing our first impressions of the Super 73 Z1 electric motorbike. Note that I said motorbike and not e-bike. Lots of companies are starting to jump on this electric motorbike bandwagon, yet most of them don't have the it factor that Super 73 seems to naturally have. I'll have a full review coming out soon, but in this video we'll primarily focus on our first impressions from the unboxing to the first ride. So let's get to it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
We do.
They ship it in this packaging that looks like they're shipping like this huge 60-inch TV. The carriers take better care of packages when they think that it's expensive electronics. Okay, it looks like it's kind of already assembled. Oh look, the bike says 73. Yeah. So I guess I gotta lift this out of the box. Oh. This like already looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Instructions. Whoa. The colorway for the jet black is teal. Is that teal? What is that? Tealish. It really looks cool. You're definitely paying for the looks. I've never seen a bike that looks like this. It looks like a motorcycle. Everything's like wired up. This is all the packaging. It says that there's tools. Oh. Yeah, there you go. These are cool pedals. The fact that these are the only things you have to attach, or these are the only tools you need, is really cool. I mean, Allen keys, whatever, but you know, you can always use a nice wrench. So pretty much got all the parts on here. Put the fork on. I think I might have to adjust it if my legs start hitting the handlebars. Just getting it charged up. It recommends 6 to 8 hours for this thing to charge, so it's probably gonna take a little bit, but we are going to go for a ride once this thing is ready to rock. Okay, here it is. First ride, Super 73 Z1. I hope I know what I'm doing. Everything's going smooth. It is kind of fast. It is a little bit, it's a lot punchier than I thought it would be. It is a lot zippier than I thought it would be. I hope you're able to ride this thing. Going uphill is like, yeah, but it's heavy though. It's kind of awkward to pedal. It's a little awkward to pedal. Going downhill is fine. Okay, so this is our first ride with the Super 73 Z1. We're taking it downtown. And the design of this thing is really unique. So it's a steel frame, welded in California. The model that I got is jet black with the teal seat. The battery is actually located under the seat, which gives it kind of minimalist look, which I like. Usually the battery is located inside of the frame. So with this, it's located under the seat. So it really kind of like hides it and makes it like look super unique. I think size-wise, I'm not a big guy, obviously, but it fits me really well. You know, the seat is low and it's kind of like long. I don't know if it's quite a banana seat, but it's like a long seat. So I can kind of shift back, or I could move up front, you know, so it's fine for me. My legs don't actually hit the handlebars. I know people who are taller, maybe like over 6 feet, would definitely have some problems and might want to move up to the next model, but this one is good. I mean, it's perfect for me. All right, so as far as performance, this hub motor is pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of torque to it. It wasn't something that I was actually expecting from the Z1 because it is the base model. So it has a surprising amount of torque, and even just like climbing hills, it's really good. So that was surprising. I'm usually used to a mid-drive motor, so which relies on the chain to actually move the wheels. So this actually is a really nice setup that Super73 did for this particular model. Now, I mentioned the battery, and so depending on your weight, your size, and whether you're kind of staying on the throttle the entire time and maybe not pedaling as much, that will sort of determine how long the battery will last. And then as far as pedaling goes, it is recommended that you pedal when you actually throttle just to conserve some battery. But I don't know if that's really true. I'm not quite sure if, maybe it is, but it's hard to really like get into a rhythm of pedaling because right away you notice the weight of it. You know, it's like one gear, so when you start pedaling and you're not really moving as much, you're really inclined to just like hit the throttle. I kind of mentioned the fat tires, and the fat tires definitely add a little bit of suspension, not much. So you can see that I'm kind of going over these rough streets and I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it, but it's a lot better than, say, a single speed fixie bike, right? With like really, really thin tires. It's a lot different. So I kind of like that this is, I think I'm in the wrong, I think I'm in the wrong lane here. So I kind of like that, no, I'm in the right lane, okay. So I kind of like that the tires are this big to help with some of these bumps in the road. These are Michigan streets, and they're always like messed up. So this is a bike that I think would work really well in the Midwest. One other thing, the brakes are disc brakes. They're Tektro disc brakes, and they are really, really strong. And let me see if I can demonstrate it. So yeah, the brakes are really strong. When I first tried it out, that was the first thing I noticed, how strong the brakes were. I didn't have to make any adjustments. And that's a really, really good thing. It instills confidence, right? When you're riding this thing, that you know how far away you can stop and things like that. So my first impressions are that this is a really fun cruising around town bike. You know, if you have to commute to the office or something and maybe you're 3 to 5 miles away, this is a good kind of like solution to that. Better than I think like a scooter, which is more of like a last mile situation. This thing will get you to where you need to go and back. So another thing to think about is an alternative to ride sharing. So instead of getting a Lyft or an Uber or getting one of the ride sharing e-scooters or e-bikes, this is a nice alternative to that. Another thing is the ability to upgrade this thing. Now, there's a lot of mounting points located on the Z1. So if at some point you feel like you need to upgrade and maybe there isn't any accessories that Super73 offers, you can, search on YouTube or go on the forums and you can figure out some of the parts you could get to modify this. I know a lot of people have modified it with a new motor and new tires and like all kinds of things. Like people really have fun like modifying something like this because it really is. The frame is so unique and there's so much room to do stuff, and that's what's really cool. So even though it is kind of expensive, having this frame specifically that just like looks unlike anything that's out right now gives you the ability to somewhat future-proof it. The biggest impression is that this thing is really fun to ride. I rode it downtown and it was really easy and I felt super safe and comfortable. And that's not always the case, like I said, with my DIY single-speed fixie bike, which is certainly has to do with the tires and the kind of infrastructure here in Ann Arbor, which is not really bike friendly. But But you know, you still want to use a bike, you still want to use electric and be environmentally friendly, and rather than having to either get an electric car like a Tesla, which a lot of people do, you know, that's kind of out of reach for a lot of people. And so the alternative between driving a car, you know, getting a Tesla is something like this, which is sort of right in the middle of like a great personal electric vehicle that you could get just to zip around, run some errands, and just really have fun. But yeah, this is a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that I picked this one up. And just one last thing, this is not a sponsored post. I bought this bike with my own money. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So that's our first impressions of the Super73 Z1. As I mentioned, I'll do a thorough review video next. If you have any questions about the Super73 Z1 that I didn't cover, feel free to hit me up in the comments. If you want to dive into more video and tech tips, click the links on the side, and remember to like and subscribe so I can help you find tech deals to fit your lifestyle. I'll see you guys in the next video.